Imagine you are a world-famous celebrity. You walk into a top-tier studio, spend hours enduring the needle. You pay thousands of dollars to have a massive custom piece of art permanently carved into your skin. You look in the mirror. You love the design and you walk out assuming that tattoo belongs entirely to you because it is literally attached to your own flesh. You believe you are the sole owner of that art. But years later, a multi-billion-dollar studio puts your face on a movie poster and releases a blockbuster film. Suddenly, everything grinds to a catastrophic halt. A single lawsuit lands on the director's desk. It threatens to completely lock up the film, delete scenes, and cost the studio millions in damages. And the person suing them isn't a massive corporate rival. It's the low-profile tattoo artist who held the machine. For decades, the biggest entertainment companies operated under a massive, arrogant illusion. They assumed that if they hired an actor, they owned every single square inch of that body on screen. But Hollywood recently hit a brutal legal brick wall that completely altered the film industry forever. Directors are now forced to secretly use digital special effects to alter, blur, or completely redesign tattoos. They learned a lesson that shocked the public. You do not own the copyright to the art written into your flesh. You can buy the machine, you can pay for the session, but the tattoo belongs entirely to the creator. Today we look at the high-stakes collision between corporate greed and the legal power of the needle. To understand the legal weight, we have to look deeper. When a needle pierces skin, it triggers an invasion. Your body sends macrophages to eat the ink, but the particles are too large to be digested by the cells. They simply hold the ink in place, suspended forever in your dermis. It is a biological merger of art and tissue. A tattoo is literally part of your immune system. If it's part of your body, how can someone else own it? Before the major crises, there were tremors. In 2005, an artist sued Nike over Rasheed Wallace's tattoo. The law requires art to be fixed in a tangible medium. For decades, lawyers argued skin was too fluid to count, but the courts eventually agreed. Once that ink is trapped in the dermis, it is as permanent as a canvas. For years, studios paid small fees or ignored it. They relied on a gentleman's agreement that didn't exist. Everything changed when Mike Tyson's face became a legal weapon against one of the world's biggest studios. The crisis peaked with the Hangover Part II. A character wakes up with a clone of Tyson's iconic tattoo. The studio spent tens of millions on trailers and millions of posters with that face on every billboard. Days before the premiere, S. Victor Whitmill filed an injunction. He sued Warner Brothers for infringement. Lawyers argued a tattoo on a body couldn't be copyrighted like a painting. They claimed the medium was the issue, but the judge stated a reality that shocked Hollywood. Art is protected the second it's fixed in a medium, and human skin is a completely valid medium. Warner Brothers was suddenly trapped in a legal nightmare, facing a delay costing hundreds of millions. They were forced into a frantic multi-million-dollar settlement. This single explosion rewired how every movie, television show, and video game is made today. The battlefront moved to sports gaming. Developers spend millions creating photorealistic clones of athletes. For years, developers automatically cloned tattoos without asking permission from the original studios. Suddenly, artists fought back, proving that copying a custom design onto an avatar is illegal reproduction. In 2020, Solid Oak Sketches sued Take-Two over tattoos on LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. It was a massive showdown. The court actually ruled for the game company here, citing de minimis use. The tattoos were too small and blurred. The judge also noted an implied license, that when an artist inks a star, they know that star will be seen. Now, before an actor steps on set, they must present a signed, legally binding waiver from their artist. Many believe that because a face is famous, everything on it is public domain. This is the famous face fallacy. Publicity rights belong to the celebrity, but the copyright of the ink on their face still belongs to the artist. But in 2024, the tide shifted again. Kat Von D won a landmark fair use case that completely stunned the industry. She was sued for tattooing a famous photo of Miles Davis onto a friend. The photographer claimed copyright theft. The jury found it was fair use because she didn't charge for it. And the tattoo was a personal, non-commercial tribute. This case provided a shield for artists doing tributes. But for commercial studios, the legal danger remains extreme. This legal fear has built what we call the insurance wall. Today, no major production will even start without it. Insurance companies are now explicitly excluding unlicensed tattoos from their coverage policies. It's a binary choice. If a studio can't produce a waiver, the insurance premium skyrockets, or they are forced to blur the art on screen. Many assume showing a tattoo is fair use, especially as a parody. But if it's the focus, fair use crumbles. Think of it as a logo on a shirt. You wouldn't show a copyrighted logo without permission. Skin is no different. But step outside the US and the rules get even more intense. In Europe, many countries recognize moral rights. This means even if a studio has a license, they can't alter the art without permission. It protects the artist's integrity. This creates a global legal patchwork. A film released in the US might be perfectly legal but face a ban in France. We are looking at a future with digital signatures. Artists might soon embed biolinks in the ink for tracking. In the age of AI, studios map every pore. If digital skin has a tattoo, liability applies to the AI model itself. AI models are being trained on millions of tattoo photos without artist consent. It's the next theft frontier. Studios often try to fix a tattoo's quality in post-production. But this can be seen as an unauthorized derivative work. Social media platforms often have fine print where you grant them a license to everything you post, including your skin. Who owns your skin in the metaverse? It's the next billion-dollar courtroom battle for digital identity. We feel we own our tattoos because we felt the pain. But law isn't built on feeling, it's built on authorship. This friction will define the future of self-ownership. Authorship holds a weight that cannot be mass-produced. Today, artists are organizing. We're seeing the rise of collectives and guilds to defend these sovereign rights. They are creating standard contracts and legal defense funds to ensure the trade isn't commercialized by force. Realizing an artist can outmaneuver a corporation shatters boring ideas of what this trade is about. A tattoo is a sovereign, legally protected monument of individual craftsmanship and personal identity. We built Alice Tattoos to step past the generic noise and look at the real, raw power and history of the craft. We're telling the stories of the masters while Washington is out building the future of the mark. If this legal deep dive gave you a new perspective today, hit that subscribe button and join us. We drop honest, story-driven case studies that change how you look at the world every single week. I want to hear from you. Should an artist own rights after it's attached to a body, or should you have freedom? Let's open up a fascinating discussion down below. I'm looking forward to reading your real thoughts. Keep your standards high, protect your creative rights, and I'll see you on the next deep dive. This is the Science of the Mark. Subscribe if you want to know how the game actually works. Peace. Respect the physics, respect the history, respect the craft. I'll see you in the comments. Peace 1.